Hi, it's Megan. I'm going to now confess one of my guilty pleasures, right? We all have them, things that we don't always tell people we do or we love or that we indulge in, but that we just adore. And I know not everybody likes the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick formula, but I do. I really like a lot of the shades too. I don't know. It's definitely a slightly stiff formula. You have to be careful when you apply it. But I do think, and other people have noted, that it's been getting better. It's been getting less stiff, and it also varies per color. But what I like about it is that when you put these lipsticks on, there's some really unusual, fun, different shades, and that stiffness sometimes can make these unusual, like the shade I have on right now, darker or whatever shades, I don't know, just apply better. So they're $21, they're 0.1 ounce, and you can get them at Sephora or now the Kat Von D Beauty website. And so I like these, and I couldn't resist getting the one that I'm wearing just because, whatever, I just couldn't resist it. Vampira is the one I'm wearing and is sold out a lot on the Sephora website, but I was able to get it on the Kat Von D site, so you see people charging. I saw one for $38.99 on eBay today. You don't have to pay that, although sometimes internationally you might, because I don't think Kat Von D ships everywhere internationally. So of course, Studded Kiss packaging, and this. And one thing that can be annoying is that they're not the easiest to open. This kind of clicks shut so that it doesn't open up in your bag, but it's a little tricky. And so this is Vampira, and according to them, it is a matte, deep reddish blackened burgundy. So this is what it looks like. And I think that about describes it. I mean, it definitely has a berry undertone, and I love this kind of look, the really dark blackened matte that almost looks like a crushed velvet kind of an effect. And it's a red burgundy as opposed to being a pure red or a pure burgundy, if that makes sense. And you can definitely see the blackened impact of it. It looks darker on than it does off, noticeably so. And it looks fully opaque on my hand, so I'm not sure why that is, whether it's picking up my lip color anyway. I do find, and I have two other colors, I have Mercy and Nayeon. These are minis because they were a gift with purchase on the Kat Von D site. I do find that I have to be careful applying them. I have to completely blot my lips very carefully and blot the inner part of my lip and in here, and then apply again. This is one of the original releases, so it would have some of the stiffer formulas, although I do feel, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I feel like they get softer after you've had them for a month or two, which doesn't make any sense, but I do. And I also feel like they've gotten a little bit less stiff and clinging and dry, tugging than they were when they first came out, because the mattes were the worst offenders, and I don't think this one is, I mean, it's stiffer than a lot of lipsticks, yes, but it's not that bad. And that's what it looks like. It has stained slightly. I get maybe 2 to 3 hours wear, but darker shades like this tend to be high maintenance, and I don't think that it wears completely evenly. So I find that with, in fact, all the shades I got here, I'm happier if I start touching them up after about an hour and a half just to get that even look. But if you're gonna wear some of these darker dramatic shades, unless you're a lot more, I don't know, girly, responsible, less messy than I am, they're just more high maintenance. So I really like it. And it has that vanilla-ish scent of the Kat Von D, like strong scent of the Kat Von D lipsticks. So that's Vampira. And then I'm trying something different for this video. I am going to actually remove the next lipstick off camera and come back with some foundation on my lips and then apply the next one. and do that with the third as well. Normally I just take it off and apply it on camera, but I don't know, I've seen some videos that do it that way and it looks so, I don't know, sleek, so I decided to try it. And so if you have feedback on that, I would love to hear it. And so we're gonna do Mercy and then we're gonna do Nayeon. Just a second. Mercy is the next one, and it is a romantic garnet, and it's got a berry shimmer to it. So these are the minis, they're so cute. And I have to blot. Okay, well that's a little raggedy around the edges, but we'll just go with it. That's what I mean about having to be really careful applying these darker shades. And I should have actually, I was thinking about getting a small little mirror so I could see more precisely what I was doing, and I didn't do it. That was a mistake. So here we go. So this one actually is a little bit darker swatched, but I feel like it's not darker on. And I'm rubbing my lips together because it does have kind of violet and pink little, not shimmer like visible shimmer, which Nayeon has visible shimmer, but it has that kind of sheen, that metallic frosted kind of an effect. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And so I basically said it's kind of a plummy berry, and it's got a bit of a warm undertone to it. But you can see, if you apply these carefully, they're gorgeous, but you do have to put in a little extra effort. But then you get that effect. I do like this one. I think it's really pretty. The last one is Nayeon, and just hang on. I was gonna also add that with Mercy and with this formula in general, which it does have that kind of metallic frosty thing going on, I find that the lipsticks don't apply as well as the mattes do on me. I have to be a lot more careful. You can't exactly feel like the glitter or the shimmer in it, but it's a little rougher, as if there were kind of microparticles or something that kind of make it stiffer. So I do find those a little bit harder to apply, and I also feel like they don't wear quite as evenly, but they have this beautiful, sometimes duochrome effect, which is gorgeous, so it can be worth it. And Nayeon is called Pitch Black with Gunmetal. So this is it. And again, blotting. If you were looking for a shimmery black lipstick. Oh. And Mercy and Nayeon were two of the newer shades, about 9 or so, that were released a few months ago. So they're not part of the original set. And swatch it. And this one you can actually see, and I wrote this gray and silver shimmer, and I feel like it's a little bit, it looks like it would be more gritty feeling than Mercy, but on it actually feels pretty, I don't feel it at all. It feels kind of creamy actually. I did read in a couple of blogs that some people were noticing a difference, slight difference between the formula of the full size and the minis. So I'm only commenting on the minis since that's what I have. The colors were the same, but some people said that they thought the minis were a little stiffer. And so that might be the case with Mercy. This one I actually think applies really well. And another thing I read, because I don't wear black lipstick on a daily basis, is that this is a much less stiff black than a lot of other blacks out there, and it wears better. And so it's like a charcoal, and then it's got the silver and gray shimmer, tiny bit of kind of grittiness, but not a lot. And both this and Mercy, I feel like to get that evenness, I have to touch it up again after about an hour and a half. So those are my new Kat Von D and my Kat Von D minis. And if anyone else has any kind of secret likes that, I don't know, are a little irrational or crazy or whatever, I would love to hear about them. Or if you have comments on these, Like I said, not everyone loves this formula. I actually do, and what I especially like is I love some of the colors and feel like these stiffer formulas sometimes help them apply better and wear better. Otherwise, any kind of sheerness to them, and your natural lip color is obviously going to take the black away and whatever, and you're not going to get the same impact. Please subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching.